Hi, I'm Marianne Weir from Great Lakes Center for Estate Planning, and today I'd like to talk to you about what the process looks like if you engage my firm. You may have heard me speak, you've looked at my website, you're curious, and you'd like to set up a 15-minute call. You can do that, and I'll talk to you. And pretty much what I'll do is talk to you about our process and what we bring to the table. Once you've decided that you want to work with our firm or you're thinking about working with our firm, you schedule a family wealth planning session. So you go online or you call my office or in our conversation, we schedule a family wealth planning session. This is a session where we will dive into your unique aspects. But first, before we can get to that session, our firm needs you to organize your financial information. Identify and think about who important people are to you: names, addresses, children, siblings, friends, CPAs, and financial advisors, maybe even business partners. Um, then please enter all of the information online. My firm is completely paperless. We are very high-end technology, we use very high-end technology that is extremely secure. This is the best way that we know to handle your information without it escaping us. There's nothing laying around my office with your name or any of your personal information. It's all locked up tight in online vaults. So please enter that information and submit that information prior to our meeting, our scheduled meeting. It may take you a couple of hours to do this. It may take you a little bit longer to collect it all, but it's very well worth it. And without this information, the family wealth planning session cannot continue. It just won't be valuable to either of us. So if you haven't had the chance to sit down and complete the online questionnaire, then I would ask you to reschedule the meeting because I really don't think it would be beneficial to meet. If you reschedule, you have a chance to re-enter the online information. If you don't want to reschedule and you don't want to do the entry yourself, I'm happy to help you with it. It's really a matter of directing you of what to collect. It's all your information. And for doing that, I'll charge an additional $750. So do yourself a favor, avoid the $750 and fill out the online information. Once you've done that, congratulations, because you're ready for the family wealth planning session. The family wealth planning session brings incredible value. It is a time where I have spent time prior to the meeting reviewing your information and thinking about and identifying some of the unique aspects about you. The first thing we'll do is we'll review the agenda. And the agenda pretty much is as follows. I'll introduce myself and my law firm. We'll talk about what drives me, why I'm doing this, and why I want you to want to give you assistance in planning your estate plan. Once I'm done with my introduction, I welcome any questions that you might have about me, about my firm, or anything that I said. I just want our relationship to start out in a very transparent way. So after we've talked about me, then we're going to dive into you. Or we need to talk about you, your goals, your legacy, your plans, your family, your assets, and start to talk about what would happen to your assets, your family, your children in the events of your untimely death now in your current situation. And we'll talk about probate. We'll talk about what it is, how it works, when it works, and who has to operate it, and what the cost is. Probate is a court ordered. It is a probate court, and it comes with all kinds of rules and regulations, timings and schedules and demands on people who are grieving. Once we've talked about your assets, probate, then I want to hear from you in our agenda. I want to know what your concerns and thoughts are. If you have no concerns, if you're fine with your current situation, then that's it. We'll leave it at that. You'll be very well educated, and I will be thankful to have shared that information with you. But if there are things that you would like to improve on your situation, family, children, assets that you want to protect, keep your family out of court and conflict, then you may want to hire my firm, and in the event that you want to hire my firm, you will choose a plan. I have 3 plans. We can go over them at the meeting. Basically, one is a trust plan, one is a will plan, and another is a trust plan with some enhanced funding opportunities, which we'll talk about. Don't worry about it if you don't know what trust plan funding is. That's what we're going to teach you. So then, if you've chosen a plan and you want to engage us, you'll sign an engagement letter, which will make my representation of you official, and you'll provide a method of payment. Payment will occur 1/2 on the day on that day of your where you've selected me as your representative, and then 1/2 in 30 days. Once you've elected to engage with my firm, then we will go into the design phase. It's the second half of the Family Wealth Planning session. We'll dive into design topics. I'll have questions for you pertaining to your interests or your wishes or what you care about, depending upon the individual assets that you have. But the very first thing we'll do is we'll determine a signing date for your documents. When we'll pop that signing date onto the calendar, and it will be there. It is very, very important. It is a date that ends up on almost every document that I provide to you, and it's very difficult to change. So if before the documents are printed, if you need to change the signing date, please call my office and change it. It's super, super important. Then we'll talk about long and short-term guardians for your minor children, if you have minor children. We'll talk about your decisions about your own incapacity in the event that something horrific happened to you where you're still alive, but you are unable to make your own decisions about your life, about your who will make medical decisions for you, who will make financial decisions for you. And in the event that you have selected a trust, you will decide who will succeed you as the trustee of that trust upon your death or in your incapacity. Will this person be the same as your personal representative for your pour-over will, or will it be different? Your personal representative will take any assets necessary to probate, and hopefully we've put everything in the trust so there won't be the probate process. But it's important to know your thoughts, and then we'll talk about your thoughts and end of life decisions. At that point, barring any further questions that you have, we'll talk about next steps, which essentially will be the following. You will receive a summary of your decisions and our planning, and using your information within about 3 days. I'll ask you to approve that. This is a time where you can change your mind on anything that we've gone over, ask me questions, get very clear, making sure that you are good with what we've designed, because once you've approved it, then I will draft it and I'll have it ready for the signing date. I just want to remind you that I will make changes up to 90 days after the signing date. This allows you to make a decision now and change it later without worrying about having to pay me more money. It's all included in the flat fee. So then it's time to celebrate. We'll arrive at the signing ceremony. So you see there's a series of meetings. There's 3 meetings. There's the Family Wealth Planning session, there's the signing ceremony, and then the binder delivery meeting. At the signing ceremony, I'll review any final questions that you have. We'll discuss trust funding instructions. We'll sign, witness, and notarize the documents, and I will take it back to my office for final bundling, scanning. I'll deliver it back to you in a binder format with a drive that you can use, a thumb drive that you can use as a backup. But the documents are yours. I will not keep your originals. You will keep your originals. We'll talk about that. And then the binder delivery meeting is a very important meeting. Here's a meeting, though, that both of you, if you are a couple planning with me, both people don't have to attend. I deliver the binder, which allows it to be a very quick meeting. I answer any additional questions that you might have about funding. And the really cool thing about this meeting is it's your opportunity to create a legacy recording. So both of you may want to, just one of you may want to, but it's your opportunity to share your values, your intellectual property, your care, and your what's deepest in your heart with those people that you love, that you would like them to know if you left early. So then we'll ask you to give me some feedback and review. I really love your feedback because I always want to improve my services. My clients are the most important things to me. So then we'll check up in about 3 years. We need to keep this plan that we've created current, and things change. People have new children, they buy and sell houses, they take on businesses, and all of those items will drive specific changes to your business or to your plan. So I look forward to seeing you, but I wanted to give you a little information about what my process looks like. Thank you. Bye-bye.